Thank you. Thank you all. Pleasure of mine. Just for the timeline, the story started in 1988 when the Rothschild family purchased Los Vascos. And yeah, we are in Colchagua. Colchagua is a long valley that starts from the Andes and goes down west to the end of to the ocean and finish in the ocean. In this valley, we are closer to the ocean than from the Andes mountain range. We are in the coastal mountain range that Marcelo Papa was talking earlier, which starts south of Limari. It is a place which is something like 25 miles away from the ocean, where we have a lot of hills. Actually, the top hills that we have on top of our property is the Cañeten, which is something like 3,000 feet high. And then we've got the vineyards planted on a big amphitheater on the bottom of the valley for some of them, approximately 400 feet of altitude, and other on the hills that are at 1,000 feet of altitude. We have different kind of soils on the property. The bottom is usually clay and granitic erosion, sand, basically. All the hills of the property is granite, and in some places we have also some schists. The climate is Mediterranean. We have a strong influence of the ocean, especially at night. Usually at 7 p.m., the breezes from the ocean come down and cool down the temperature. That makes that we have a lot of differences of temperature night and day. And basically, we may have some fog in the morning, but it's not common. And when we've got it, it usually gets away at 9, 10 in the morning. Well, this said, back in 1988, when Eric de Rothschild bought the property, he challenged the team in place to find the best plot of Cabernet of the property. And actually, the team worked on it, and with microvinification, quite early, they found out that a plot which is name is Fraile, which means the monk, was definitely the best of the property. And they started to produce wine out of it, first as an experiment, and then in 1996, they were ready to produce the super wine. That was the name of the project at that time. Basically, when it came to the name of, actually, it is not in the book. In the name number 8.
Yeah, sorry. There is a mistake there because this wine is so unique, we forget to place it. I don't know why, but it's not in the text there. It goes like that. Go ahead.
And so that's Le 10 2019 that we are tasting right now. And when it came to the name, somebody said that. Well, we are going to launch it for the 10th anniversary of the company. We may name it Le 10, like number 10 in French. And when Eric de Rothschild heard about it, because in France, when you are at school, the best scores, best notes that you can have is 10. He said, yeah, you're right. We're going to do it. We're going to name it Le 10, because with this name, no journalist will give a bad score.
I didn't.
And so for the first 10 years, 10 vintages, Le 10 was just pure 100% Cabernet Sauvignon coming from the Monk, from El Fraile vineyard. And then afterwards, we authorize ourselves to use a little bit of other grapes on it, but no more than 10%. Sometimes a little bit of Syrah, sometimes a little bit of Carmenère. Well, the wines that we are tasting right now is 92% of Cabernet Sauvignon from El Fraile, and we have 8% of Syrah on it. Actually, we have a lot of Syrah planted on the slopes of the property, where we have a lot of granitic alteration, or granite, which is the granite, the rock that is degrading. And usually it produces a Syrah which, with the time, evolve in the kind of black olive aromas that I don't like much with the Cabernet Sauvignon. And this one that we use in Le 10 is much more aerial. It's a Syrah that comes from schists, from shale, which is less important. It has less fruit, but it gives more elegance to the blend. This said, we have the vines, I should have said, of El Fraile, The vines is a Massal selection we have also in Chile. Probably that is prephyloxeric because there are 1 or 2% of Malbec on it. So that's quite interesting. And
that's the secret. That's the secret.
I don't know. but that's part of the ADN of this wine. And this said, this is quite a unique vineyard. It was planted in 1948. Big vine like this, very low yield, 5-7 bunch per plant. And in terms of vinification, we make absolutely nothing special. Extraction is very easy usually with this wine. And we make an early blend after the malolactic fermentation, and then we put it on barrels. And on barrels, one of the characteristics of this wine is that Phillipe Rolet has his own cooperage and in France, and actually we are buying part of the production, and most of the barrels that we use at the estate are the barrels produced at Phillipe Rolet. We buy the cooperage buy all its wood in the French oak forest, dry it on sun in Pauillac, so we have a complete control of it. And in this wine, we've got approximately 60% of new barrels, lightly toasted. We don't like much the intense oak, and 40% of used barrel.
Okay, thank you, Philippe. Big applause to that.